Those. Oh, she just took a. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Probably M back with another video on the channel. Today we are continuing the WandaVision series. We're at episode 5 on a very special episode. Now, last episode, a whole bunch of answers was put on display for the watchers to have. We found out what the organization was, sword. It gave us like a time frame of when this was happening. It's apparently after Endgame, so that's interesting. I initially thought that it had something to do with them being erased, but it looks like it had nothing to do with them being erased. It looks like Wanda is the culprit, which is very interesting. Now, I had to watch this episode right after the last one, which is why I'm wearing the same shirt, because things are getting a little crazy. We even saw Vision, like his, how would you say it? His dead state, which was, it was kind of spooky. It was kind of weird to see. I did get spoiled on this episode. I tried my hardest. All I know is that Quicksilver returns. Earlier in the series, I said I wanted to see him because that would be cool. And since it's Wanda's doing, she's capable of that. So, let's begin. Okay, so it looks like we moved from the 70s to the 80s. So, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I wonder if we're gonna get 2000s. They're probably gonna end at 90s. Or maybe this might be the 90s. Wait. Did she create those babies? This is so strange. Did she do that to herself with magic? Okay, this is definitely the 80s. After seeing that outfit, it's the 80s.
Do you want me to take that again?
Take what again? What's going on?
You want me to hold the babies? Should we just take it from the top?
Wait, is she in on this? That she knows that it's a fake? Wait. Because from okay, 2 episodes ago, not last episode, she knows a secret. Her and that other guy who's cutting the wall, I bet you that the person who's gonna convince her to let it all go is Vision. He's gonna realize, and he's gonna tell her it's time to move on. Wait, why did the crying stop?
Absolutely nothing.
How did they fall asleep so quick? Wait, they're gone.
They're the twins. Mommy? Daddy?
Kids.
This show is crazy. This show is the definition of insane. Yeah, this is definitely a 80s type show. Wait, was that a real picture of Wanda? Oh, here comes the interrogation.
Wanda's voice in my head.
Did you try to resist?
Wanda's voice. She brainwashed. So Wanda just turned herself into the villain. I guess it's time to call the Avengers. I mean, what's left of them anyway. Volunteering at Hydra. That's exact. Last episode I said that it had something to do with her brain. which is why we saw the Hydra and the Stark Industry commercials.
And Germany, don't know how that turned out.
Oh yeah, but that was she needed training.
Now that we have the lay of the land, let's talk
Like
about strategy.
when a superhero is fighting, there's going to be damage. Like
Wanda's not a
it's hard not for there to be damage. But the way she did, she tried her best. She could have sent it flying into the sky, but I don't think there was enough time. She did what she could. She tried her best.
My point is, I don't believe
And
she
it was
has any
even-
agenda or any
She didn't set up the bomb. It was
Crossbones.
crossbones.
And I survived because she chose to protect me.
She's holding thousands of people hostage.
And it could have been
Thousands.
thousands more if she hadn't put up her own quarantine.
But that doesn't justify
I
it. They
don't
need to.
believe this is a premeditated act of
It's not an
aggression.
act of aggression. It's more like an act out of depression.
It was the top secret location of Vision's corpse.
Did she reanimate the corpse? Yo, Wanda. Oh, and they died. And
When was this?
they took it apart too.
Stormed our facility, stole the Vision's body, and resurrected him.
Oh, yeah.
Grief, disregarding his wishes. All right, that's it for now. Let's work with
What?
people.
I knew it was an act out of depression. But Wanda, why? I mean, they should have gave him a burial. What?
Who knows? But she is the world's only
Yeah, how did-
synthezoid playing Father Knows Best in suburbia.
Yeah, how did she bring him back? And why didn't they give him a burial? I count Vision as a person.
Boys, taking care of a living thing is a big responsibility.
Yeah, it is. I've had fishes.
Exercise, training,
We had a bird.
morning rubs and cuddles and
They all died,
kids and
but
Morning, boys. Good morning, unfamiliar.
I don't know where I was going with that. It is a huge responsibility.
Why so far?
I thought Wanda was clueless.
How about Sparky?
Does she know what she's doing or does she not know? That's the real question.
I'm tired of hiding this.
Interesting.
And maybe you don't have
Because-
to either.
This is...
And we are usually so much of the same mind.
Yup.
Right now,
Things are coming apart.
what can you tell me?
Ooh.
Yet, or the newborns?
Yeah, who are they?
Oh, Wanda's twins are hers. Everything might look fake in the TV, but everything in there is real.
But Wanda manipulates people's perceptions, makes them hallucinate.
Yeah, that's her whole bag. If all the sets and props and wardrobe were solid matter, that would mean she's wielding an insane amount of power.
Far exceeding
Yeah.
what she's displayed in the past.
Wait, what is she... Why is she... Wait,
Whoa!
what happened? Her clothes are
You had a
indestructible.
bulletproof vest on when you went inside, didn't you?
Those pants
Oh.
are 87% Kevlar.
Because when you go inside,
It's not an illusion.
it
Wanda
is rewriting.
reality.
Yes,
And
it's
it
manipulating
can change
the
things as they go into the hex.
Ah,
thing.
you call it the X.
What happens if we send something in that requires no change?
It would... Who would they send in? Okay, so now we see more people. So all these people are kept...
So you're telling me
Hostage
this is a
by-
typewriter, a Rolodex, and a calendar all in
Why
one?
couldn't Wanda
Find the
just
light?
Eventually, yes.
live by herself
How
with
do we
Vision?
watch you work these computers,
She
Vision?
could have done
It's
that.
like you speak their language.
Like create a mini field where she could have Vision alive
What
and
Wanda did.
without having all these people. But maybe she didn't want just that. Maybe she wanted a
We
whole
got electronic mail already.
town. I don't know.
What are you looking for?
Letter opener.
We don't need that. We're already cutting edge.
Wait, he was looking for a letter opener for a computer. Oh my gosh.
Darcy Lewis findings regarding vaccines.
Dr. Darcy Lewis.
Effect on Westview residents unknown. Please
How weird are they gonna get with this show?
Oh, come on, pal. What are we gonna write back? You're the office funny guy.
And Vision is the smart one. He's literally the android.
It's a joke.
He.
Can't you tell?
Oh snap!
None of it is
What
real.
did he just do? And he just told. Is he using the powers of the Soul Stone?
Please help me.
Oh no!
How long has it been? Where's my phone? I have to call my sister. No. Taking care of her dad. He's sick. Where's my phone?
Mom, I can't understand what you're trying to tell me.
You have to stop her. Stop who?
Stop Wanda.
My head. None of it is my own.
Oh my gosh.
So much. Just make her stop. Just make her stop.
This reminds me of Resident Evil.
Now tell me this.
When,
I'll send an email.
if you know Resident Evil 7, the game, you know what scene I'm talking about.
Technology.
Oh, she's about to use her powers.
Wait, my controls aren't working.
Oh,
Disregard. Take the shot.
What?
take the
No,
shot.
the drone isn't armed.
Take the shot.
What did you do?
There's a breach, sir.
They tried to kill her? Wait, did she just walk out? Oh my gosh. Yo. So she does know what she's doing? Yo, they just turned Wanda into a whole villain? For what? For what? They really just turned her into a whole villain.
You're still here.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know the drones were armed.
She thinks she has something to do with Ultron.
A town full of civilians, and you, a telepath, brought a sword agent into your home.
Is she?
You
I guess she's a she is a telepath. Telepath, telekinesis, magic.
How?
Those. Oh, she just took a. Yo. What did she just do? Did she make it harder to get in? What is going on? Oh, a new commercial. I got confused. I was like, who are they? Okay, what are we gonna see? Lagos. And the same dude again. Lagos. Is that it?
But when you make a mess, you didn't mean to.
Am I supposed to know what Lagos means? The dog died?
Found them in my azalea bushes. Don't know how many leaves he ate. I didn't find them until it was too late. Oh.
Well, rest in peace to the dog.
I'm so sorry.
Couldn't fix anything, Mom. Fix is dead.
What?
Oh my gosh. She said no. Oh, she said you could do that?
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't.
Rules in life that she disobeyed.
Rush aging just because it's convenient.
She brought Vision back to life.
We can't reverse death.
She's being hypocritical. She's being hypocritical.
Some things aren't forever.
Yeah.
Guys, the bag.
No, we're not done yet.
Oh, she wrote the credits on him?
What is the Maximoff anomaly?
Maximoff anomaly. Oh, that was in the letter.
This is was subconscious at first, and
Yes, that's what I was saying, subconscious. That's why we saw Hydra commercials. Stuff.
reach them because you won't let it reach them.
don't know what you're talking about.
Stop lying to me.
All
Are they about to fight?
it's for us.
when he was dead.
I'm scared.
He doesn't remember. It has to be. It has to be. Why can't they just show us who's at the door? Show us that. Okay, here we go. Quicksilver. But that isn't the regular. Hold on, show us his face. That's the X-Men Quicksilver. That's not the Quicksilver we saw in the MCU.
Almost broke it to squeeze his stinking sister to death or what?
And that's crazy they changed the actor because.
Yes, Pietro.
And he really made it into the MCU? Yo! Oh, like a real X-Men. Like they finally connected it through this show. I've been waiting for that for years.
Who's the popsicle?
But in this one, like, yo, that's crazy. They finally connected X-Men and the MCU. Wow. Wow. Because a long time ago, I heard rumors of Disney buying Fox. And I was excited because I wanted to see Hugh Jackman in the MCU and what's his name? I forgot. The one I wanted to see Magneto. I wanted to see Professor Xavier in the MCU, but it didn't happen. Not until all the movies were finished, and then they bought Fox. And the last X-Men movie Fox had was Dark Phoenix, I think. The X-Men movies were, especially the Wolverine. I love X-Men. They might not be everyone's cup of tea, but they were good for me. They were okay. But them having him in this show just shows that oh my gosh. The age of X-Men and Avengers, even Fantastic Four, because they bought Fox. So we're finally gonna get the characters who were separated because companies wanted to be companies and have their own thing instead of just one company having one thing and letting it be great on its own. But now that everything is finally coming back together, except for Sony because they have rights to Spider-Man, it's crazy because Sony acquiring the rights for Spider-Man ruined Spectacular Spider-Man, which was the greatest animated Spider-Man show of all time. You have Spectacular Spider-Man, then you have the old Spider-Man, I think that was 90s Spider-Man, and then you have I'm gonna say Ultimate. Then you have Ultimate Spider-Man, then you have Marvel Spider-Man. None of them are bad, but Spectacular Spider-Man, and you could say 90s Spider-Man is kind of there, like they could compete for first, but Spectacular Spider-Man, oh my gosh, that was my childhood. I mean, Ultimate Spider-Man was my childhood too, but it didn't hit like Spectacular Spider-Man. Like waking up on a Saturday morning and turning on Channel 4 to watch Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm gonna have to make a video on Spectacular Spider-Man. That's how great that series was to me. I even watched. I rewatched it on Disney Plus. Like, what was it? Last year, 2020, during quarantine. Yeah, I think it was last year. Yeah, I rewatched the whole series because it was just amazing. And back to the point of what I was saying, because companies wanted to be companies and buy rights to certain things, greatness was stopped. But it is what it is. Everything's coming together. We're going to get Fantastic Four. We're going to get all these characters that were under Fox. We're now going to have them. And Sony is being lenient with Spider-Man, and he's in the MCU. And they also have Morbius, so they could put him in. And Venom, they made only one Venom movie so far. There's another one that's coming out, Let There Be Carnage. But I'm interested to see if that Venom, because I think that Venom was he rated R or PG-13? Well, anyways, I'm interested to see how he would be brought into the MCU. And then we need a Deadpool and Spider-Man meet up. That would be crazy. Okay, where was I going? What an episode. Yeah, Vision got confrontational with Wanda. They actually tried to kill Wanda. It's crazy. That's crazy to me. Let me take this off. How many episodes are there left? There's 8 this season. One season, there are, how many episodes? 9 episodes? So I just finished 5. Okay. I just finished 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 episodes. I'm gonna keep on doing 1 and 1. And I don't know if I should do the last 3 in one video or the last 2. The last 3 in one video, that would be a lot to edit. So I'll probably just do the last 2. Yeah, but we got all the answers from the first. We came a long way from the first episode. 4th episode, and then the 4th episode came with the answers, and then the 5th episode really like sealed it. Like it was her subconscious at first, but now she's like accepting it. Like she's accepting it, and she's becoming more controlling. It's crazy because she really has all these people in pain. Like she's the villain. She's holding these people hostage. Can't believe they turned Wanda into a villain after she was a villain, kind of, under Ultron, and then she turned into a hero, and now she's a villain again. But it is what it is. But wow, I'm really excited to see how this series goes, and if they'll take it to like 2000s television, because they were in the 80s, so I want to see where they're gonna take it. Maybe 90s next episode, or it's probably gonna stay 80s. Wow, but the fact they really did an X-Men collab, because you know what was so crazy? Having Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, but then having Quicksilver in Days of Future Past. That was so crazy. I was so frustrated because we had 2 Quicksilvers at the same time. It was like, what is going on? I don't get it. But everything's settled. I wouldn't say they, what do you call it? I wouldn't say they fixed it, mended it, because that is still there, and the actor who played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, they didn't bring him back. I do hope that he at least gets to be in the MCU as a different role, maybe. It would have been cool to see him, but it's kind of cooler to see the X-Men version of Quicksilver. The Quicksilver whose dad is Magneto. That's just, oh my gosh. That's blowing my mind. From 2000 and what? I can't remember. From Incredible Hulk, that was 2008 maybe? 2008? From then, with all the X-Men movies, X-Men, and X-Men 2, and then X-Men Last Stand, and just having those 2 things, and now they're finally coming together. Phase 1 to Phase 3 of MCU was great. Hands down the best of movies like you could ever ask for from Marvel. Like, But this next phase and the next phases to come with more characters like X-Men and Fantastic Four, it's gonna get crazy. I would have loved to see Hugh Jackman in the MCU, but he retired before they got together, which makes me even more mad. But I'm just glad Disney has the rights and they're able to do something that should have been done years ago, because in the comics they've had interactions, but at least now they're gonna have interactions. Maybe, who knows when they're going to interact. This is technically their first interaction, but having the X-Men and the Avengers in the same movie is still a long time away from now. But if you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed my rant, make sure you subscribe, leave notifications on so you never miss another video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.